Hello all and welcome to another Caffeine Entertainment video. It's Art here with day 20 of Video Palooza as Video Palooza rolls on. And we have the review of the Kindle Fire HD8 Plus. My thoughts after having it for about a little bit under a month. Pros and cons and everything. Here we go. And how this is also relevant to you booktubers who are subscribed to me, because you can read Kindle books on this. And is it better than a regular e-ink Kindle to read Kindle books on? Well, we're about to deep dive right into that. Shall we dive? Let's go. First off, the cons. One of the cons is it doesn't have a wake on screen button. Now the case that I have that came with it from Amazon wakes it up and shuts it down per se. Come on. So if I shut it, it wakes it up and shuts it down. The onboard cameras, because there's a front-facing camera, because the HD8 Plus, when turned into portrait mode, which is sideways, can be flipped into show mode and turn into its own very own Echo Show. As far as reading goes, I found that reading on it is okay. I do prefer to read on the e-ink Kindle because it hurts my eyes less. But reading on this is very passable because I use the sepia color tone, and it at least takes a couple hours before my eyes say, switch e-readers, old man. Another flaw that I don't like about the Kindle Fire HD8 Plus, because we're getting the flaws out of the way, is the rather large bezel, because I don't mind the large bezel, but my complaint with the large bezel is if they made the bezel smaller, it would be a bigger screen, and I always like bigger screens, because the Kindle Fire HD8 is supposed to be an opponent to the smart tablets like the Samsung Galaxy tablets and the iPads and the like. So another flaw that it severely has, but a flaw that is fixable, is the Amazon App Store. Its native Amazon App Store completely sucks ass. I don't know how else to say it. It completely is terrible. It doesn't have nearly as many apps as the Google Play Store. Now, positives. The first positive is, there is one more con, but that has to do with the charging dock, in that when you try to charge it in landscape mode, you tend to have to play with it more to get it to charge all the way. But when you charge it in reading mode, it tends to sit in the dock and charge properly. So that is a cantankerous flaw, but that is a subsequent product. Now the first pro, and there are a lot of pros, the first pro is the price. With this case, because this case was extra, the charging dock was extra, and I got the 64 gigabyte HD8 Plus, the bigger screen. The device itself was $139. All the accessories totaled came to $216.54, I think. No, $214.54, because Amazon always overestimates tax for some reason. Why is that a pro, and why do I mention that so specifically? It's because a 64 gigabyte iPad cost at beginning at $700 and going up from there. If you get an iPad Pro, you're reaching the 1000s. So the price is a pro in this situation. Also a pro, it takes expandable micro SD cards. I told you that on board mine has 64 gigabytes of storage, which I have yet to fill. It should last me a very long time because my Apple iPad Air 2 is 64 gigabytes and it's lasted me a long time. But I did buy a 200 gigabyte micro SD card. So I technically have way more space on my Kindle Fire than I do on my Apple iPad. So, another pro, and this is kind of a side pro, because you have to do this on your own, is you can sideload the actual Google Play Store on here, and once you do that, it becomes an actual full-fledged functioning tablet. I have every productive app on here that is on my I have every productive app that's on my iPad on here. Everything is connected and they all talk to each other via the apps. I do like that the Amazon Echo is built into the Fire tablet, so if I say A, I'm not going to wake it up. If I say A, the wake word, both my Echo in my room, when I'm in my room, and this tablet will wake up, and one of them is bound to hear me, because sometimes where I am in my bed, sometimes the Echo doesn't exactly pick up my voice, but that's where the Fire tablet comes in, and the Fire tablet definitely picks it up, because the Fire tablet is much closer to me than the Amazon Echo is. Reading documents on here, PDF files on here, is far more simpler than I expected. It's a little hidden because it's in the utilities folder that it comes automatically set up with. So I did have to do a little digging and a little research, but once I found them, it was wonderful. And this is great for reading comic books on, because comics are in vibrant HD color. Now, yes, it's not the physical comic, but who wants to go to a comic book store right now in the COVID-19 era anyway? The creeping crud era, as I like to call it. An era that we are nowhere near being done with. I find myself reaching for this tablet more than reaching for my iPad because of its portability. Its portability is a key here too. Yes, it's a little bit heavier than my iPad, but it's far skinnier than my iPad and fits on my side comfortably well, as you just saw there. So at the end of the day, is it an iPad killer? Could it replace an iPad? Yes, with the caveat of you have to sideload the Google Play Store on your Fire tablet. Otherwise, it is nothing more than a glorified e-reader and maybe video watcher. You can cast YouTube, Twitch, Hulu, Netflix from this device to any Google Chrome or Fire Stick device. So any smart device, I'm sure Roku works too, but I haven't tested Roku. I'm quite positive though it works with Roku. I haven't tested Roku. I only have my 4K TV that has Roku built into it to test it, so I can't really test it too much. Although I can say it works with Roku for the HBO Max app. So I can say that. So that's probably an indication it would work for all the rest of them but I did not go into that extensively of a test. Another amazing, surprising pro in this device is the amazing battery life. It almost gets as good a battery life as my e-ink Kindle. Now my e-ink Kindle gets about 3 weeks. This thing, depending on what I'm doing with it, if I'm just reading, gets 3 weeks easily. If I'm doing tablet stuff and reading, it gets about 2.5 to 3 days, which is still amazing, because the iPad gets about 2 days on a fresh battery like mine is. So you're looking at a great tablet, a great iteration of a tablet. And I like too that it is USB-C, which is a more unified standard plug. I have plenty of USB cable stuff. I like too that once it's fully charged, it shuts off so that it doesn't overcharge the battery. That's good. So that leads to a long life for heavy, because believe me, this is going to be a heavy used item. I am not upset that I got this for my birthday. I rather enjoy this, and I would say within 2 to 3 years, I may even continue. I may potentially look at continuing to upgrade the Kindle Fire family editions. So my recommendation is, if you're looking for an e-reader that's also a smart tablet, so that you can do productivity stuff, like I can manage my calendar, I can take notes, I can answer email, I can surf the internet, I can watch shows, I can stream from it, I can listen to podcasts, I can listen to audiobooks, I can do reading from it, I can edit PDFs from it. There's a lot that I can do from this that you can't do from an e-ink Kindle. Now, if you want the best reading experience, get yourself an e-ink Kindle. If you want the best all-around experience for tablet, get yourself a Kindle Fire. Especially because in times like these, people can't afford $700 to $900 on this, but you can scrape together, like $139 is the most expensive this thing gets. This thing gets as low as, I believe, $79 or $99. So if you need a tablet that works for you, this is it. I can't recommend it enough. With that said, I will tell you that day 21, I do not know yet what will be reviewed or what video will be put up. I've got a few ideas dancing around in my head, and I have not decided which one. It's either going to be the review of The Last Swordmaker, the review of Black Leopard, Red Wolf, the review of Hannah Season 1, or the review of something else. Sorry about that, guys. The battery died on me in the middle of trying to end the video, but like I said before, because I don't know exactly where it cut out, it will either be the review of The Last Swordmaker, the review of Riviera Gold, the review of Red Leopard, or Black Leopard, Red Wolf, or the review of Hannah Season 1, or some other review, or some other video that I want to put up. There's a lot of ideas dancing around in my head, but this is when I normally say, you know, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. But since we're in the throes of Video Palooza, you'll get another video tomorrow. What it will be, I do not know. Leave in the comments down below. I'll say within the first 3 or 4 hours of the video if you watch this in time. Or you can leave it in the comments down below for Friday's video or Sunday's video, because we are going all the way through the 20th of July for Video Palooza. The 20th will be the last day, which I will answer any questions. So leave those questions on my special anniversary video. I'll try to link that in the comments, are in the description down below. I do have 2 questions on that video already, and I will answer those, but I need more than 2 to make a longer video. So without further ado, happy reading, happy gaming, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, do something fun. Until next time, which is tomorrow, I'll see you soon, and peace.